Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Brady's Patriots going up against Osweiler's Texans. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Completion left side to Miller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Osweiler now to throw on 3rd down. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And now it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll run. It's Miller. Give him 8 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
What kind of game are we going to have in store for us? I understand the call here if it's the final 2 minutes and you're losing. But this is the opening drive of the game. That is too big a chance for my blood. But give them credit. They got it to pay off.
Now Osweiler on first down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Osweiler. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Here's New England defensively. Last year, the #1 overall defense as far as points given up goes. And they've got a lot coming back in 2017.
Yeah, they certainly do. And let's go back to the Super Bowl. Trey Flowers, who is their leading sack guy in 2006, he had 7 in the regular season. He was a monster in the Super Bowl against Atlanta. He's back there for them. How about Dante Hightower at linebacker? His first Pro Bowl in 2016, and then just moving on back to the secondary. Devin McCourty, the guy who quarterbacks him back as safety, he's been to the Pro Bowl as a corner and as a free safety.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they'll run for it with Miller. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Man, you talk about a coach setting the tone on the first drive of the ball game. On his own side of midfield, he says, forget it, punting unit. We're going for it. And his guys are able to get him a first down.
This time, Osweiler will throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle.
Brandon, if I told you in preseason that DeAndre Hopkins would have less than 1,000 receiving yards, would you have looked at me funny?
I would have. He's coming off a 1,500-yard season, and he's gotten better each and every year through the first 3.
And they have weapons around him now. Will Fuller can stretch the field. Braxton Miller, when they get him back healthy, he can fly as well. They got Lamar Miller as a running back in free agency. They've got people who can stretch things open and get the ball to DeAndre Hopkins in open field, but he had a connection that wasn't very good with his quarterbacks this season.
And by the way, Charles, touchdown production dropped big time too. 11 last season, 4 this year.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time they're just trying.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Carry for LeGarrette Blount. Give him 10 yards on the pickup.
And LeGarrette Blount just does not go down easy. You know, from my experience as a defensive back, this was a difficult guy to try and tackle because of the force that he runs with, and he's not going to be daunted no matter it's the first quarter or the fourth quarter, Brandon.
Well, what shocks me about last year, 18 touchdowns. I mean, the yards were pretty good, 1161. But when I think of New England, I don't think of a running back getting 18 touchdowns.
You know, that to me, it was the combo that made the 2016 season for him. Most yards in his career, most touchdowns in his career by far. And he's the type of guy that, hey, you want to give it to me inside the 5? He doesn't believe anyone's going to stop him.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Brady now on first down. Screen pass to Blount. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big play there for the Patriots. 30 yards.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because, you know, most defenses, 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them. Then you throw the ball over their heads. And now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. And the back goes into motion. On second down, here's Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. Last year for Edelman, just below 100 receptions, 98, over 1,100 yards, 3 touchdowns. And, you know, this is a guy that gets a lot of pub for being that perfect receiver for Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. What's his role going forward?
I think his role going forward is to be a bona fide #1 receiver in the NFL, meaning he's not just a Tom Brady receiver. He's that guy for anyone. And he spent so much time proving himself as he got into the league, just what you were talking about. Can I have a role here with New England? Now it's not just proving himself. It's continuing to develop in his craft. And I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. He never gave up on himself in his dreams, and he doesn't give up on any single play.
Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Play action. Now Osweiler. And he fires one incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. Here's Osweiler to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Osweiler. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And here come the Patriots again on offense, the Super Bowl champions. And, boy, they have been able to do it a lot of times, Charles, with unsung heroes, haven't they? Look at the names that led them through the playoffs. Hogan, White, Lewis, guys you just wouldn't think of.
Yeah, Deion Lewis, a 5th-round pick, 3 touchdowns against Houston in the divisional round. Chris Hogan, undrafted. He ends up having 180 yards in receptions, including 5 plays of 20 yards or more against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And how about James White, a 4th-round pick out of Wisconsin? Think about who he played behind while he was at Wisconsin, and he turns out to be the unsung hero of the Super Bowl. Would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
And you mentioned James White at Wisconsin. He was behind who? Melvin Gordon and Monte Ball, right?
That's correct. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They come out here in the eye. Brady's going to sneak it. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Partner, Tom Brady has done this so well, so many times over his career, he's turned it into art form. If there is a museum for quarterback sneaks in the NFL, Tom Brady has his own wing.
Now this time, Brady will throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
When the linebacker is able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with third and just a couple. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Play action. Now it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver. Now 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah, that one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now Osweiler, right side, caught Fedorowicz. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Caught, left side, Hopkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. To throw again is Osweiler. Setting up the screen for Miller. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
On 1st down, Osweiler. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Throwing again, Osweiler to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Osweiler now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Play of the half. It's Osweiler. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. It's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll run again with Blunt. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Blunt, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And complete on the right side to Bennett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a carry for Blunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a toss play to Blunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Halfback sent in motion. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Shift together here from the D-line. They slot Gronkowski outright.
Easy.
They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. LeGarrette Blunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. So they're going to go for 2.
Let's go, let's go. 20.
Now they send a running back in motion right.
20.
Brady's going to look to throw. Trying to squeeze it in Edelman, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Miller, the lone setback. They're going to give it to him running right. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. 2 Patriots there to bring him down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Osweiler trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Houston, we get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. To throw is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. They slot Gronkowski out right.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Brady. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They come out here in the eye. Here's the battering ram Blunt. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 5 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. Garoppolo. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. He connected on his first, this from 41. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it to the sideline. And, oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Well, there's 2 sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They slot Gronkowski outright. And the back goes into motion. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Screen pass to Blunt. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Brady going to throw, and he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Over the middle, it's Amendola. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he's got Amendola on the connection. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. That is incomplete. LeGarrette Blount was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I remember growing up playing basketball, my coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. From the gun, it's Osweiler. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On third down, Osweiler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on fourth and long. Now Osweiler on first down. Caught left side Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Houston first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And this is incomplete. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Second and 10 now. Osweiler. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And it's third down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is third and 10. Osweiler will throw again. Time for a break. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Here we go. It's Osweiler on fourth down. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Braxton Miller, 29 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this is secured by the Patriots. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Brady gives now to Blunt. A strong running. And he's going to be brought down. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Blunt, the lone running back. They'll go on the ground. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, here's Blunt. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. There we go with 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it here with Blunt. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's Blunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Gronkowski, the intended target. And it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity.